Okay. 3 days before the due date, you want to make whatever payments you can on top of that. Right? It's called the 15 and 3 hack. So 15 days before the due date, make a minimum payment. And then 3 days before the due date, you want to make another payment on top of that. It's going to trick the system. It's going to trick the system to seeing that you made two payments instead of just one. Okay? Called the 15-3 hack. By doing that, what you're going to basically do is you're going to trick the system, right? Into you making two payments instead of just one. What that's going to do is boost your payment history and it's going to boost your credit score. It's called the 15-3 hack, right? Now, zero derogatory remarks. I just talked about that. Collections, charge-off, bankruptcies, all that type of stuff. You want to eliminate any type of negative items on your credit. You want to have at least 5 years of age. One way you can get access to age is by doing something called adding trade lines, right? Or authorized users onto your credit report. But the way that you would add authorized users to your credit report or trade lines, it's a couple different ways. Now, what I would tell you to do is make sure you do not add trade lines if you still have negative items on your credit. If you still got charge-offs, bankruptcies, collections, late payments, you still got that type of stuff, don't add trade lines on because you don't want to add sugar on top of shit. Right? So the first thing you want to do is remove all negative items off your credit, right? Anything that's negative, you want to remove that off the credit. And from there, if you still need trade lines and things like that, right? Then that's pretty much something we can go about, right? You want to have 11 plus positive accounts and you want to have a different mixture. So 11 plus positive accounts means, credit cards, you can have auto loan, personal loans, you can have a mortgage if so, right? You can have installment accounts and things of that sort. So you want to have 11 plus positive accounts, but you want to have a different kind of mix. Credit cards, auto loans, personal loans, right? So you have a good mix of installment, good mix of revolving credit. And then you want to make sure that you have less than 5 inquiries on each reporting agency, right? Less than 5 inquiries on TransUnion, less than 5 on Experian, less than 5 on Equifax. And make sure you guys take a picture, guys. Take a picture of this because later on, when I start going through the applications on what to do and what to put on applications, people gonna ask me, okay, when can I start, doing these applications? You want to make sure your report looks like this. See, a lot of times people get caught up in the myth of a credit score, not understanding that you need to have what is called a healthy credit profile. That's why it says what a good credit profile should look like. So make sure you guys take a picture. Now, the next thing that you want to do is when you take this picture, right, what you can do, right, is you can go to MrSBSIQ.com and you can pull your report for $1, right, for $1, and then you can match your report to the picture so that way you know what you need to change and what you need to do and what you need to focus on so that you can position yourself to get to $500,000 in funding. Right? See, the thing about a credit report is just like this. If anybody's ever has kids or went to college, right? When you go to college, one of the things they ask you for is your transcript. And what is a transcript? A transcript tells them what kind of grades you got, what kind of attendance you had in class. It kind of breaks down your entire history of what you did previously before getting to college. This is the same thing your credit report does when you want to go to banks and you want to go to credit unions, you want to get access to capital. Right? So just make sure y'all pay attention to that. Now, the number one secret thing I'm going to talk to you guys about is understanding the different laws that you can stand on to remove anything negative on your credit. The first thing that we have to understand, we have to address the mindset. See, when it says the credit bureaus don't exist, there's only one credit bureau in the United States of America. TransUnion, Equifax, Experian, LexisNexis, CoreLogic, these are not credit bureaus. They are what is called reporting agencies, which means that they only report information that's given to them by third party and other sources. Okay? And I'm going to show you this in the law. See, in the law, 15 USC 1602B. You might want to write this down. This is a law that tells you that the credit bureaus don't exist. Right? And I'm going to basically go into the law, and this is where we get a little heavy, right? And this is where people don't really understand how heavy the law is because we never been taught the law, right? Because ignorance of the law is no excuse. But once I open you up, I want you guys to understand you got to get clear on the different laws and stuff that we can pretty much use. Yes, right? So it says the term bureau means the Bureau of